Hi, my name is Josh Mullen and welcome to my Sports Development in Action PowerPoint presentation. So a brief introduction of what I'm going to cover during this presentation. During this presentation I will demonstrate my strong understanding of the wider social benefits that Preston North End of the community sports development programmes and practice attempt to bring. Preston North End in the community is where I've been doing my placement at. I'll also be identifying a couple of areas where I feel that the community could look to develop on in the future. So a brief background on Preston North End and the community. Over the past few months I've been completing my 30-hour placements there at the Community Trust team. The Trust's main purpose is to take Preston North End Football Club into the heart of the community, focusing on objectives around sports participation, education, health and social inclusion, using the power of football and a range of other multi-sports. Preston North End pride themselves on being a family-orientated club, and then the community team play a significant part in ensuring that strong reputation. Altogether, the community team are a vibrant, energetic and passionate team filled with lots of experience. So, firstly, I'm just going to describe to you what sports development is. Sports development is being defined by the Teaching Sports Development website in terms of competitive, rule-governed games involving some physical activity. The development side conjures up notions of maturity, education and consolidation of competent skills and knowledge. Preston North End's Community Trust focuses on sports development through the promotion of sporting activities for the local community. Being successful in sports development depends largely on effective partnerships and networking with a wide range of community groups, service providers, facility operators, national and local governing bodies and voluntary-led groups. So the next is health and well-being. Health and well-being is defined as the result of a combination of physical, social, intellectual and emotional factors, and the ideas about health and well-being change over time and vary between different cultures and life stages. But how do Preston North End tailor the needs of health and well-being? Having a healthy, active lifestyle is one of the main areas Preston North End's Community Trust look to focus on at children and adults. Firstly, when looking at adults, one area they look to target is over 50s by participating in walking football, which is held once a week at Play Football in Vida. The Community Trust try to improve the health and well-being by running these weekly sessions, and the sport is designed to help people keep an active lifestyle despite their age, as well as getting those back playing football after bad injuries and also bad health in the past. This is for male and females. It's a non-contact sport, and anyone who sprints, jogs or runs while the ball is in play will be penalised with a free kick awarded to the other side. Walking football is a good example of how Preston North End's Community Trust team work hard to tailor the needs of health and well-being. It's introduced a new sport to the timetable and meets the needs set by local and national governing bodies such as Lancashire Sport, Preston Council and national government bodies such as Sport England. As those bodies' aims are This is because their body's aims are to encourage and inspire more people to get involved in sport. They also work hard in health and well-being by soccer schools. These are run during all the school holidays, so for example October half term there'll be a week of soccer schools. This is trying to get children active instead of just staying at home during the holidays and getting them out and playing sports and a range of other football and a range of other multi-sports. But they also have an activity zone which is for people not always interested in sport but interested in other things such as Xbox and playing fun games and trying to get them outside too instead of just being at home during the holidays. This allows parents the opportunity to ensure their children are participating in physical activity at a very reasonable price of just £12 a day. So next, Preston North End's Community Trust team look to try develop both children and adults' confidence levels. Preston North End's Community Trust works extremely hard and looks to target development of as many individuals' confidence levels in the Preston area as possible. Having a high level of confidence can help athletes to perform at the best of their ability and enjoy participation in whatever they are doing. One main role of the coaches at Preston North End is to improve a player's confidence levels. For example, by practicing a fundamental skill for a reception child, such as throwing and catching. The coach may be aware of one child struggling and may look to, I know from my experience, you take them to one side and try and get into practice with you, and you might give them a few tips and pointers of how to throw the ball and catch the ball, and it allows them to gain more confidence in doing that in front of friends and other people in the class. As Weinberg and Gold suggest, one of the most effective methods of helping people control stress and anxiety is to assist them in developing their confidence. One attribute an athlete should look to have in developing confidence is to be hardworking and determined. This is from anyone aged 5 up to adults. This is a key attribute. One reason why Randwan suggests why an athlete may be struggling with their confidence levels is through previous bad experience. If an athlete has had previous bad experience with another opponent or in a physical education lesson, the athlete will be worried about making that same mistake over and over again because they do not feel that they are up to standards, performing well at that ability, and their performance levels will drop. So self-belief is also a key factor when performing in sport. An athlete should look to believe in their own ability and believe that trying and failing is the way forward instead of not trying at all. And this will help them to become more confident when it comes to performing. As Goldsmith 2014 suggests, there are 5 key actions a coach should look to take when aiming to affect an athlete's confidence levels. This is something I have taken into consideration when coaching children at Preston North End. One action a coach should look to take when aiming to improve an individual's confidence levels is by creating opportunities. The coach should look to create opportunities by allowing that person to lead from the front by doing things. This means the athletes will only learn from by making mistakes. As I've already mentioned, mistakes will mean that the athletes will start to lose confidence, but by learning from those mistakes, their confidence levels will rise even higher. In comparison, a coach should also look to create more opportunities for athletes by offering problem-solving situations. Problem-solving can help individuals to see what areas in their performance are affecting their confidence levels. For some individuals, performing badly below their set standards in anything in life could affect their lifestyle and their confidence levels. This is where a coach can step in and could take them aside for one-to-one discussions and try to remove any problems in the players' lifestyles, maybe at home or at school. Another action for a coach is to set high standards and attitudes. This will see an improvement in confidence levels. If the coach sets high standards and good level of attitude in and out of sport, this will reflect on all. All the other individuals will see how they act and take it on board. This is also known as being a good role model, which is defined as an individual who is looked up to and referred upon. So further action a good coach should look to take is to teach athletes on how to lead from the front. A person may not have been performing very well and to the best of their ability over the past few sporting sessions. However, giving them more responsibilities and a coach asking them to lead from the front may help their confidence levels and will eventually see improvement in their performance levels too. When performing a coaching session in school for Preston North End, I saw that an individual was lacking confidence and his body language wasn't very good. And then, once we went into a game situation in football, I let him be the captain and he got to choose what team he was, so he picked Manchester United and also had the chance to lead from the front, and his whole body language and demeanour changed. So this is one way I was effective. The final action a coach should look to take to improve confidence levels is by keep resetting the bar. So if you set targets and they get it, if you keep resetting it, you can show the progression that child or adult has made over the past few months, weeks, of however long you've been doing the programme. This shows that he'll get gaining more confidence. Overall, when an individual lacks self-confidence, in general, they will usually doubt their own ability to succeed at anything they have never tried before. If they did not have the courage to try a certain sport, or if they tried it once and failed, then they may end up thinking that they don't have the ability to participate in that specific game or sport. Here at Preston North End, we try very hard to make sure that every child or adult feels confident in their own ability to try new things and not worry about failing. So another area we look to target is to reduce crime levels and focus on education. So firstly, crime levels. Recently, the Preston North End Community Trust have introduced and got in partnership with the Premier League Kicks programme. It's one of the main projects we now focus on, and it is a new programme that has been introduced. These sessions provide young people with the opportunity to take part in weekly football sessions using football as an escapism from daily challenges in a safe and welcoming environment. The Premier League Kicks is currently run by 68 professional football clubs across the country. I've noticed that studies suggest by engaging youngsters in a range of activities including a wide variation of sports, coaching with music on, educational and personal development sessions. Communities up and down the country have been transformed with impressive sports participation rates, and the authorities reporting up to 50% reduction in antisocial behaviour in the areas in which it is delivered, which is good to see. In 2014 and 15 season alone, over 50,000 young people took part in the programme. The schemes has enabled thousands of youngsters to find routes into education, training and employment with voluntary basis being a key component. And I found this information on the Premier League Kicks programme. As well as the Premier League Kicks programme, we also focus at Preston North End on the education side. At Preston North End they offer a variation of educational opportunities for youngsters aged 16 and over. Students can study a Level 2 or Level 3 diploma in sport, which combines classroom-based modules with regional futsal and 11-a-side tournaments, so participation in theory and practical, which is a good step into university. So also, when looking at university, they offer a foundation degree in community football coaching and development in partnership with the University of South Wales. The unique programme allows students access to exclusive practical work-based experience that only a professional football club can offer. So they also, education, they deliver sessions in schools. So Preston North End Community Trust, as I've experienced, went to local primary schools and high schools to offer a range of services to young people to improve sports participation, education and lots more. They have a mix of QTS teaching staff with FA licensed coaches that have experience working with all ages and abilities. All staff hold relevant qualifications including the required child protection, enhanced CRBs and DVS clearances, ensuring that they can lead a group of young people in whatever activity the school requires. The P&E School Sports Programme fits in line with the national curriculum and meets the criteria required to receive the sports premium funding. Since attending school sessions, I've noticed the massive factor that us coaches have on our children, and I also know that when being at school, if we ever had a practical session, that was one of the highlights of the day, and that's the same for the majority of children, as that gets them through the school day. Their performances during sporting activities can also help them in other subjects such as maths and English. Exercise directly impacts the behaviour and development of the brain. According to a 2010 essay penned by Charles Bass of Columbia University, How Physical Activity Affects Academic Performance, it is likely that the effects of physical activity on cognition would be particularly important in the highly plastic development of brains of youth. So that backs up my point that football and other sports can help them children in the afternoon when they've got maths and English. So girls and women in sport. Football is now officially the biggest female team. Football is now officially the biggest female team sport in England. Last season, over 147,000 female players competed in leagues and cup competitions, a figure which has risen from just 10,400 in 1993 when those records began. So women-only football sessions. Mel Brown, who is the Women and Girls Football Development Officer at Preston North End, works hard to help to overlook and also run the number of female activities in the area to try and achieve the targets set by the local and national strategies. Preston North End feel it is vitally important to aid participation and development in women's football, and so they run a variety of programmes to help achieve these goals. One programme is the Female Football Development Programme. This is for mainly targeted age groups from 14-year-olds through to open age groups consisting of those over 16 to play competitive football. We also have a turn up and play futsal session. This is more relaxed and just for any girls to turn up and play. This is to try to get people just playing for fun. We also have a girls development centre. This is for younger girls who play competitive, and they welcome all girls' abilities to come down, make new friends and progress their football skills. And also during the funding and marketing module I have recently done at university, I've had the opportunity to apply for a funding project. This is, in my area I'm going to focus on is girls football. After discussing with several staff members at the football club, we believe that this is the main target that we could look to develop and improve on as a community trust. And as there is a number of girls participating in football in the Preston area isn't as high as we expect. The aim of this project is to make it fun, enjoyable, and potentially lead to growth in the participation levels in that area. And we'll be looking to focus on gaining funding for maybe developing disabilities and targeting in ethnic communities to try and get more of them involved. So trying something new and areas the community trust can look to improve on. So firstly, when looking at trying something new, at Preston North End, the Community Trust believe that it is important that people have the opportunity to try something new. The team run a programme called the National Citizen Service Programme, which brings young people aged 15 to 17 year olds together from different backgrounds in a common purpose by offering new experiences. It gives them the chance to take on new challenges, learn new skills and meet new people. This helps to discover their own talent and realise their potential they have whilst having lots of fun and meeting new friends. Preston North End's NCS service programme reached outstanding heights over the autumn period, with the club recruiting more participants than any other community programme in England. So this is a great achievement which was awarded to the football club. It provided young people participating in the autumn programme seeing Preston North End go above their expectation targets, and this is something I will look to work upon and maybe myself work in the summer. Areas for Preston North End Community Trust to work on. During my placement experience at Preston North End, I've been fortunate to identify the various ways that what they do well at the Community Trust, but I also get to identify areas that we could improve on as a Community Trust. They can look to target ethnic communities, as I've already mentioned, as some remain unaware of the opportunities which exist, and there are cultural and religious and social norms to overcome. And also area they could also focus on is disability. This also applies to the same individuals with a disability, and I feel that this is also an area that the Community Trust could look to develop. So, conclusion. During this presentation, I've allowed me the chance to explain to you the number of different ways Preston North End and the community aim to improve a variety of social benefits within the support of academic literature. This presentation has also included the areas where Preston North End should look to target, where participants can try out something new. And finally, I have the opportunity to review and express my own feelings while discussing the areas the Community Trust could look to improve upon, which will allow them to progress forward in the future. So I've backed up my points with a number of literature, and thank you for listening. If you do have any questions, please comment below my YouTube link. Thank you.